I'm back again. I'm sorry. I've been gone for a long time, but it's your girl and she's back again. And I just wanted to do like a little update, hashtag story time with y'all. Because, baby, a lot of stuff has happened since y'all left. And I'm about to catch y'all all up and tell y'all what happened. So basically, I'm pregnant, y'all. I got a baby on the way. And it's kind of like a long story. Hold on. So I just wanted to tell y'all what's been happening, what's been going on with my life, where I've been, where I'm going, and how this life, just like a little update. So where should I start? I think I'm gonna just start off because a lot of my videos, they help me get through a lot of hard times. Like it's like 2 years prior. So the last time I recorded a video was 2 years ago. So y'all gotta know I matured a whole lot from then till now. And I was going through a whole lot back then. But I just had a way of hiding it and I had a way of dealing with it. And I had this mask on. And I was just this loving little girl, but I always used to go through a whole bunch of hardship and a whole bunch of stuff. Nobody really knew what I was going through. So I will be putting like faces, names, dates, all that. So 2 years ago, or close to 2 years ago, my mom, this is her, and I love her to death. I love my mom. I will never stop loving my mom, but she did a lot of horrible things to me, and it caused a lot of horrible things to happen, and it won't our relationship won't be rekindled until she takes up for what she has done. I just feel like. But I love my mom. Can never stop loving her. Anyways, my mom, she got into some bad stuff. She got into like tarot cards. And at first it was like, okay, it was cool, it was nice. It was chill, she wasn't bothering nobody. She had her own little thing going on. That's her business, that's her life. Okay, do what you want with your life, mom. I support you. But then it just kind of started turning into something different. And when I say different, I mean different. Like, she started to believe everything these people were saying. Like, she would. She said I was working with my dad. Mind you, if y'all don't know, my dad molested me from 6 actually. From 6 all the way up to like 11 years old. And my mom, she was saying how I liked it and I didn't say nothing about it and that's why I liked it and a whole bunch of other stuff that she was saying. Hi pet, I'm making a video. That's my cat, y'all. Wish I could show y'all, but he ain't gonna come up here. He over there. Right? Okay. So where was I? Yeah, so she was saying I'm working with my dad. We're working in cahoots to try to kill her, and my grandma, which I knew my whole life. Sadly, my mom was in foster care because of her actions. But my grandma, she has matured and changed in a lot of ways. But when she was younger, she did get her kids taken away, and they were in foster care. So my mom, she had this restrained type of relationship with her mom. She loved her mom to death, but it was always restrained. Like, it was weird, if I should say. Just like our relationship. So after that, She was just saying all types of crazy stuff. She started saying that I was doing voodoo magic on her. I'm casting spells on her. Mind you, she's the only person in this house who does that type of stuff or listen to that type of stuff or believe that type of stuff. She had that one reading on me though. His reading came out pretty accurate. I ain't going front. This reading she did, it came out accurate. I had this boss because my mom wasn't giving me nothing. She wasn't giving me food. She wasn't giving me money. She wasn't giving me money to get my hair done. Mind you, all my sisters, they had clothes. They had they had panties, new panties. They had um hair. My mom literally took the hair that I brought for my own self and used it on my sisters one time. So my sisters, they had things, and my sisters, they were babies. And I put my sisters on my videos sometimes, and y'all can see that I wasn't the most nicest, or sometimes I was mean, and I did go back and delete some of those videos because that's not how I felt. I love my sisters to death. They're my babies. I basically helped raise them. But when it comes to my mom, she always tried to make me feel different in a way, make me feel like the black sheep of the family. So it was kind of reassuring. Anyways, back to the story. She was going crazy, doing her tarot card stuff, and like I ain't have no problem with it. But like when you start to put me in your mess, that's when I start to have a problem with it. So after that, we started arguing. We started arguing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It got to the point where I started cussing at her. And cussing at her because there was one day, the first time I ran away from the house, I ran away. She was talking about me all night long. She was calling me a hussy, a whore, a slut, a prostitute, anything you could think about, a bitch. Anything you could think about, she called me that. And I didn't say nothing. I was just crying in my room. And I had this little friend. Y'all know what I mean. This little friend. So my friend, right, my friend, I told him what was happening. So he come and picked me up. He took me to my grandma's house. And I had all my clothes, all my shoes, everything packed up in big trash bags, and I left. That was the first time I ran away. We were watching, I was chilling with him for like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, but then I was trying to figure out where I was about to go. We went to the wrong address. I didn't even know my grandma's address at the time. We went to Lansdale. That's an hour away from our destination. So we was lost. He was like, you know what? I'm about to just take you to your mama house. You about to go back to your mom house because I don't know where you trying to go. And I got to go somewhere. I got to be somewhere. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, no, please don't take me there. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. So he said, fine. And look, my cat, he trying to come. Trying to say hi? No, he ain't trying to say hi to y'all right now. But yeah, well, somehow I made it to my destination and I got here and I told my grandma what was happening. So my grandma called my mom and she's basically explaining how what I was telling her. And my mom was saying how I'm just this rebellion teen and I just want to do what I want. And I ran away because I just didn't want to listen. She's just going on and on and on. And my grandma obviously didn't believe her. So after that, it was just this type of friction in their relationship. There's friction in status, and it was just bad and stuff. So that's about my mom. That's backstory why I don't have a good relationship with her, and why she changed. She changed when she started listening to these tarot cards, and also my mom was very jealous of me. Why? I don't know. We look the exact same. We look I look just like my mom. I don't know why she would be jealous of me. And then she said I'm jealous of her. And I asked her, why would I be jealous of you? Just like that. Just like that. And then she said, I don't know, why wouldn't you be? I don't know, because I'm pretty, I'm young, I'm only 15, I got my whole life ahead of me, I don't got 6 kids, I got, uh, like, why would I be jealous of you? I got my whole future ahead of me. Why, what do I need to have a reason to be jealous of anybody for? And she said, I don't know, you're jealous of my gifts. Me, mind you, I got my own gifts, I got my own talents. I do music, I write poetry, I do all types of stuff. I do art, and I just like being adventurous. I like being me. So I don't have no reason to want to be jealous or spiteful to anybody, if you get what I'm trying to say. So after that, my mom and me, we just off and on, off and on, off and on. We would argue, we fight. And after that day I ran away, I just stopped caring because I had to go back to her house like a month later. I stayed with my grandma for a couple days. Couple days. When I say a couple days, I mean a couple days. So I stayed with her for a little while. It was right before school's about to start. So, and mind you, I didn't even graduate because of my mom. She didn't want to see me graduate. She didn't want to get my cap and gown from my school. She didn't want to do none of that stuff. And I couldn't do it myself because I needed my parent to do it. Like, my mom didn't want to be there for me. My mom knew about my uncle molesting me also. She didn't care. She didn't do nothing. And then once I fall into the wrong crowd, start hanging around the wrong people, start not caring about what she has to say, I'm the rebellion one. I'm the one who has problems and issues, but you're supposed to be there to protect me. That's the thing that I just don't understand. I really don't. But anyways, how did I get pregnant? That's the question. So, this particular night, I was trying to get home, and I had a little fling going on. So I was trying to get home. I was knocking on the door, but nobody would answer. And it was late at night because this particular day was the Easter visual. And if you're a Christian, you know what I'm talking about. The Easter visual is sometimes they have parties at churches, sometimes they do little things. And mind you, I was in a youth program. So this youth program, they would take us places. They would do things with us. They would have fun with us. They just would do stuff like that. We would go to the park every day. We go to Bible study every week. We have get-togethers. We go out to eat. They just make sure that the youth and the teens around the neighborhood is okay. So this particular day, I wasn't even going home at a point in time because she wasn't going to open the door for me anyway. We was arguing really, really bad. The house was all bad, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. The house was really, really bad, and I just got to a point where I didn't want to be there anyway. So I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to cause no problems. And then mind you, she would lock me out and then call the cops and say I'm gonna run away and do all types of stupid stuff. So, anyways, let me stick to what I'm trying to say. Particular night, I was coming from the Easter Vigil. I told my mom all about it. She knew what time I was going to come home. She knew what time these people was going to come pick me up and take me there. So it wasn't like she didn't know about it, because she knew about it. And then, as I'm going to this place, as I'm coming back home, I went to my best friend's house because I knew that she was going to answer the door for me. Also, I knocked on the door a couple times. She didn't answer. I didn't stay too long though. But yeah, I didn't really stay too long because I knew I was going to be there all night anyway. I can insert like little pictures and clips of how she left my room when I came back home. When she did decide to open the door, how long I was waiting when I did get locked out. I got proof of everything I'm talking about, so I'll insert some things. And anyways, I went to my best friend's house, but he was arguing with his family. They were arguing, blah, blah, blah. There was a lot of stuff going on. They were arguing. His mom came over, and mind you, he ain't cool with his mom. So his mom, his mom came over. I knew it was something going on. So, and that's why I left. Cause my best friend was like, his grandma was like, it's not a good time for you to be here right now. You should come back later. Or come back a different time. So I'm like, okay, excuse me. Even though it's like 11 o'clock at night and I don't have nowhere to go, I'm like, okay, there's nothing I can do but be respectful and come back a different time. Because I don't want them to tell me, oh, you can't come back anymore at all. So I left. And this car pulled up. This car pulled up and he asked me, hey, are you okay? Do you need help? And I said, yeah, if I could, can I use your phone? And mind you, people will flirt with me all the time, talk to me all the time. So I didn't think like nothing of it. I was just thinking that, oh, this guy, he wants to help me. He see that it's nighttime and he wants to help me before something bad happens. And that's the type of character he pulled off. So I'm like, okay, I let him help me. He tried to give me a phone. That's what he was saying he was going to do. But he takes me to his apartment, and I wasn't able to leave for 3 days. 3 whole days, I wasn't able to go. I wasn't able to leave. I wasn't. He did feed me though, but fed me noodles, oodles and noodles, right? But other than that, it was like torture. So that's how I got pregnant. Now I was in this relationship also at the time, so with my best friend. And I tell him, and that was like weird. So I tell the underground what happened. And the underground is the youth program that I was telling you guys about. And after that, they come and get me. Because this guy wasn't going to let me, he didn't let me leave for 3 days. The only reason why he let me leave on a third day is because I told him that I wanted to go to church. I was like, I really, really want to go to church. I just want to hear what God has to say. And I really just want to go to church. I really want to go to church. So he was like, okay, but you better come back and you better do this and you better do that. I'm like, okay, I promise, I promise, I promise. And mind you, on these 3 days, I didn't really give him no hassle. I didn't give him no trouble. I didn't do too much because I didn't want him to think that I was planning something. I didn't want him to think that I had something up my sleeve. I didn't want him to be alarmed at me. I didn't want him to try to hurt me. I didn't want anything to happen. So I was trying to be smart as possible. So when he finally let me go, I went to the underground. And I told the underground everything that happened. Then they gave me a pregnancy test. Pregnancy test came out negative. Smelled like negativity. And I was like, yay, I'm not pregnant. But I knew I was pregnant. So I didn't really believe the test. And I was thrown up. I was sick, but I wasn't really sick. My symptoms weren't that much, but it was like something. So I wasn't feeling too good, too good, but you know, I'm trying to say. Anyways, I took another pregnancy test like 3 days later, maybe. 3 weeks later, and it comes back negative. I mean, positive. And I'm like, oh, I knew I was pregnant. Because I already knew. And I know my body. So it's like certain things that will happen. Like I know my body when it's changing. So right now I'm like 6 months pregnant. So I'm about to hit my third trimester already. So I should have been done this video. There's a lot of things and I gotta make a part two. So that's just how I found out I was pregnant and what happened before I became pregnant. And I gotta make it a part two because it's a long story ever. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what videos I should do next. Tell me what story times I should do next. I want to start doing like mommy and me vlogs and stuff like that. And I want to start growing my channel. I want to do my music. I want to do my art. And I want to just do things with my life. I don't want to kind of be like depressed because, oh, I'm having a baby. I've been watching my siblings for like my whole life since I was 7. So it's not really nothing new to me. I know what it is like to have a baby and have like you have to be like everything to that child. You have to do everything for that child. I know what that feeling is like because I've done it multiple times. But it is a little different when you're having a whole new child, when you're pushing one out your stomach. And it is a little different, but it's not nothing that I can't handle because I handled a whole lot. I'm really strong. I'm stronger than most people will ever imagine. They see me and they see a sweet young girl, but they don't know what's behind her smile. They don't know like what she had to go through or the challenges she had to face. But it really made me stronger in the end. It did. So next video I'm gonna be talking about like what were my symptoms, how did I feel my first 2 trimesters since I'm about to be almost over. Got like 4 more weeks left until I'm in my third trimester. So yeah, it's about to be done. Baby's about to come. I get birth in December, y'all. So I'm about to edit this video and post it and talk to y'all later. Goodbye.